Hello. Good morning. Let me know how the sound is. Like, can you guys hear me fine and stuff? Just let me know. Anyway, I just literally woke up. Yeah. I woke up and used the mouthwash and then came back, drank some water. I'm like, okay, I need to get this done today. So this is the next page, but the rough draft is poorly done. I'm going to put some time into trying to make a properly flowing comic. So this part might take a little time. And also, I need to open up all my references again, so I had to shut down my PC. It was kind of imploding. I left it on for like a week. So I'll just dig up references, put them up, and then I'll get started. Feels weird when I look up character references and I find my own art show up on Google. It's like, oh, I don't want to see that. Hello, Nixie. There's gonna be like 4 characters appearing in this comic, so I need to pull up a couple of references. Oh, hello, you Taro. Sorry, I clicked on an image and it has like these weird thirsty comments. I'm looking for references on Ryoma. Yeah, found some thirsty stuff. Just give me 1 second here. Still gathering some stuff. This one here. Yeah. And Elise also shows up in this. Which I guess I'll pull an Elise reference up again. I should have done this before I started the stream. Oh well. I'm like, well, if I get started now, I can't turn back. Yeah, I just started this stream like less than 10 minutes ago, but I'm preparing my references right now. Then I need one of Camilla, but I think I'll just use the reference from the game. I have that one, and this one here. Those are my Toriyama references. I need one more of Hinata. Okay, and that should do it. Okay. I need to set up my canvas, or my, Clip Studio windows. 1 second. Just a little bit to go here. And then I need to open up my past comics to maintain consistency. There's a lot to do here that I didn't do before starting the stream. Oh, for those of you who didn't make it to the last stream, I mean, I do have it up, the link, but this is basically what I did in the last stream. I quickly sort of put in the dialogue, but it's not quite polished yet. The dialogue, I mean, I still need to type it all and all that stuff, but it's basically done, and I probably need to add some gradients in the background, and that's about it. Yeah, so this is what I did last stream. I'm just gonna move this away now. Put this one here. God, just let me finish this today. I have another project to work on this week. One that I can't stream, so... I'm a little late on getting this one done. I think after this one, I'm going to, I'm gonna double check like how many I've got done so I can put it together. Alright, okay. That's all done. I'm going to now work on my shit. So I need to fix up this draft. It's all I did was like doodle in like these terrible little blobs, but it's not gonna look like this at all. I'm going to change the composition of some of these until I'm happy with how it looks. Sometimes I just sit here and try to imagine it in a better way without really drawing anything. So if I just like pause and do nothing, that's what I'm doing, I'm thinking. So, yeah. Oh, is it loud? Sorry. People make music that sometimes have different audio levels. How's that sound? Is this better? Oh, sorry. I'll bring it up a bit. There. So, for my NDA project, it's like top secret, but I mean, it's not really top secret. But it's basically for another VTuber since her birthday is coming up. I won't be posting that one publicly at all. Yeah, she's gonna like it whether she likes it or not. I wanted to draw something for the other girl, but I mean, it's kind of obvious who I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna say names. Well, we sort of talked about it, but we never really talked about it or when it was going to happen, but I want to get it done for her birthday. That's I'm not getting paid for it either, so it's really just a gift for her. I'm not sure what kind of expression to put on Ryoma for this. We'll just lay something down and make use of it later, I guess. I really don't want to draw Ryoma in his armor. Because who walks around in their house in full armor? I'm gonna pull up one of those fair drawings. I know he has a bath version. I can probably just use that. Or maybe even the dancing one might be nice. Yeah, I'll use that one. I'll use his dancing outfit, which is just basically a male yukata. A lobster might walk around in full armor. Yeah, but I don't want to draw it. It's like really complicated. Or it's just too many shapes to deal with. He looks a lot better without his stupid armor. I'm not a fan of his lobster armor. It's not very, he's better off without it. Oh, 2 hearts, by the way. What is your time zone? I don't understand. Oh, CVT. Wow. I had assumed that you weren't even American. Hello, LT Neku? Since I literally just woke up, I forgot to eat. I am kind of hungry, but I think I can put that off for a couple of hours. Maybe I can do some intermittent fasting today. I know that's not how it works, but I'm trying to stay positive. Oh, hello, Moruto Vivace. Good evening, konbanwa. Or maybe I said that wrong. Konbanwa. There we go. So everyone in this family has pokey hair. Except maybe Sakura. She has a slight poke in her hair. Slight. A bit Hinoko-like. Good morning, LT Neku. Good morning. Right now I'm just drafting out the comic. So it doesn't have to look perfect, but you know, that's what drafts are. At least I got Ryoma's face down. I'm gonna have this one bubble here, but I feel like there's space for one here. I guess if I write small enough. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to move Ryoma a little bit. Oh no, I have a better idea. I'll just put the question mark here. And then dialogue here, I guess. Okay, now I have some space here. I'll have a dialogue here. And here. Yeah, that's good. The funny thing about this draft is that it's a draft of a draft, and I'm going to draft a draft after this draft. Maybe. I kinda slept past my alarm too. I set an alarm for 11 or 1 a.m. but I woke up at 11 p.m. instead. I was like, I don't think that's enough, like, sleep. I mean, it's a power nap, I guess, but I decided I should probably go back to sleep. Just in case. So, I went to sleep at around 10 p.m. and then I woke up at 2. I was not about to let myself wake up at 3. For reasons. Ooh, since it's like in the middle of the night for me, maybe I can tell more spooky stories. I don't know. Do you guys want to hear more? More spookies? I don't know which ones I've already told. I think I told my nightmare one. Oh, you thought I was gonna be out for the night. No, no. I really want to finish this as soon as possible. I guess I can tell more stories. Yeah, I got more. I definitely have more. I mean, they're not, like, spooky or anything, but they are for me. Oh, I told, like, a number of spooky stories in one of my longer streams. I timestamped everything, so if you guys want to hear them, they're in that other stream. The Live 2D one. Yeah, that was the stream. Anyways. This other, story is also another nightmare I had at 3 a.m. It is a spooky time. I mean, I get the feeling that Ellis might have more stories to tell, too. Yeah, it's pretty bizarre. I would say it's really bizarre. I have no explanation for them, but, you know, that's what makes it interesting. Actually, I'll tell it after I finish up with this draft, because this particular panel is just, like, it's pretty bad, so I need to, I don't think I'm going to draw these other characters. I'm just gonna draw Hinoka, like, pondering. Oh, I have an idea. Okay, she'll go here. Thinking to herself. Don't know which direction I want her to face. I don't know if I want her to be frontal facing or and looking up. No, Ellis. Because I don't think there is an explanation for anything. Any spooks that I've had. I look things up like hearing voices in your head and I get like, you know, that mental illness stuff. I'm like, oh, for a long time I thought I was like mentally ill, but wow. I don't think what I heard was a symptom of anything. Because I don't hear voices on a regular basis. Oh, I don't hear them at all. Okay, like, I'm just clarifying, I don't hear things like that at all anymore. Schizo. Yeah, I thought I was a schizo. I don't think I am, I swear. Because the symptoms that schizophrenics have is completely different from what I experienced. Well, I guess since this is just a draft, it doesn't have to be super perfect. I guess I can change this later. But for now, I'll just use this. Hello, Markman. What brings you here today? Good morning. Morning? So morning, what do you think of the co-op in Project Sekai? My stream brought you here. I see. I think the new PvP event kind of gives an incentive to pull for, you know, the 4-star characters and stuff. Especially the ones that are, you know, bonus. Yeah, but I don't care. I just use the bonus characters, the freebies. I don't really care. I save all of my crystals for Luca. I will never give in. Everything is for Luca and no one else. What does VOD mean? I always thought it was just like vid spelled wrong intentionally. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, maybe I shouldn't draw Elise in this panel. I should just... Or maybe I should. Oh, I didn't archive the last one yet. I need to put in the timestamp for that first before I... Yeah. Keep the Elise. She looks like a blob. I'm trying to figure out... If I put Elise there, I need to figure out where I'm gonna put her speech bubble, because that's really important when it comes to stuff like this. If I wrote this in Japanese, it'd be so much easier to use vertical bubbles. But whatever. This is English comic. She's not gonna look like this in the final draft. I mean, I'll keep the face, but the body is gonna look a little more, you know, less like that. Okay. Actually, that might be a good idea. There, she's in the corner now. Or maybe like this. Or it's just her head. I mean, she's not this tiny, is she? Oh, it came from a TV station lingo where it was referencing shows you could rewind back to and replay without recording to prevent piracy, which in its early days failed before Netflix and Co took off. Ooh, maybe I should draw, like, Project Sekai comics. I see this other artist making them too, and I'm like, oh, I want to make some. I want to make some of my OTP, of Luca and Miku. I can come up with stuff. It's because they don't have anything like actually canon, so I can just make whatever the fuck I want up. But my OTP, I guess, is Kanade and Mafuyu in Project Sekai. They're the like OTP. They are tied together. It's gonna be a super toxic relationship. It's great. Yeah, I actually quite like Kanade. I don't really care about most other characters. Oh, Dabizu, you and your smart-ass comments, man. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Not really, not really. I have some fun things I can draw between them. There was I don't remember which or when Luca said this, but she told Miku once that she could be as loud as she wants and nobody would be able to hear her. Or she either told this to Ichika or to Miku, or I forget. And in my mind, I'm like, wow, what is she getting at here? I think it may have been one of the card stories, not like in the main story. And yes, I do read the stories that only involve Luca, Kanade, or Mafuyu, so... Oh, I'll put this bubble here, I think. One right here. Composition-wise, it looks hella ugly. But, I mean, I can just fix it later. The bubbles are just placeholders, so I can figure out where I put the dialogue so it flows naturally. Enjoy it while they are funny. I am sure my funny quality decays the longer I stay on the stream. That's okay, Debizu. I'm sure, you're not alone. I'm not really sure if that's encouraging, but it's encouragement for me. Oh, I got it. Okay, so Elise is gonna be like... Yeah, I think I'll keep whatever I had on my draft. Just draw her looking all innocent here. This looks like an Azumanga Daioh face. Speaking of Azumanga Daioh, sometimes I wonder what kind of things we wants to make. If she were to be left to her own devices and just, you know, she gets to do whatever she wants to do with her art, sometimes I really wonder what she wants to make. I've asked her before, but I think she's a little bit, like, she doesn't want to really tell me. I don't know why she's embarrassed about telling me what she wants to make. Because if she wants to make anything at all, I am more than willing to help contribute to what she wants to make. Honestly, I think she would want to make the most uwu manga ever. She would, yeah. With a little bit of balance of, like, non-uwu. I'm not really sure. I guess she just doesn't like to tell me. She feels a little bit embarrassed about her own, like, telling me about her own ideas. Because she thinks that I'll think that they're stupid or something. I mean, all ideas are stupid. Mine are stupid. This is stupid, but I'm making it. I'm using my delusional powers to the max here. That is how I function. You know, it's the last stream. I feel like I don't need to use the Elise reference anymore. It's like, oh, I think I got this. Well, not really. I think she doesn't want to talk about them mainly because it's one it is a little, I guess she's a little embarrassed to tell me about them, but also it's because she feels like she'll never be able to make them. I have like a million siblings. I mean, I have 5 siblings who are from the same parents, so my full-blood siblings. And then I have 5 half-sisters from another mother. And 1 other little sister from one other mother. So my dad remarried like twice after my mom. It's a little complicated, but I think I am the only one in the family who has a connection to every single sibling in the family. So my oldest brothers, they're not too familiar with like, I guess like even with my 12-year-old sister that I live here, they don't really, you know, interact with her. It's because they didn't like, you know her when she was really small. She was born in Minnesota, and when I moved there for the first time like a million years ago, she was like a toddler and still in diapers. And that's also where I met all of my other half-sisters. I mean, like, they were small kids when I met them, so they're fairly used to me. So if they see me again, they'll be like, oh, you know, we can just catch up. Dad, yeah, my dad. Honestly, I think I don't want you guys to judge him or anything, okay? He's still my dad. I think he really wanted another son. He has 4 boys, but he wanted another son. So he was popping out babies left and right. For whatever reason, he could not have another one. And I might have a theory as to why, but it's basically, it's just a theory, and I'm not really sure if it's true at all, so, probably has something to do with, I guess pollution and stuff. I've been seeing some stuff about, like, certain things. I'm not sure if it's pollution or whatever. That something is causing the lack of production for, what was it? Like, was it Y chromosomes that make boys? I don't know, but yeah, he was just not producing that chromosome anymore, is my guess. Or it's just that he's just got girls. Too bad. Too bad for Dad. He doesn't regret it or anything, because I know that my dad cares about everyone. But It's just that the women in his life have been crazy. My mother included, but we're not gonna talk about her. Hot balls. No, I have like 12. I guess altogether there's 12 of us, including myself. So there's 6 from my mom, 5 from his second marriage, and 1 from his current marriage. So that's a total of like 12. She looks like a freaking Yotsuba. Yeah, she looks like... I'll make an adjustment when I finalize this, I guess. She looks so much like Yotsuba, it's a little funny. But maybe I'll keep it, I don't know. Oh, and Elise Yotsuba. That does sound pretty cute. Does anyone want to know what the context is behind this comic? Or should I just wait until I get to that point? You know, where I kind of finish up. Oh no. That's actually pretty funny. Yeah, yeah. Maybe Elise can do that too if she tries. Maybe. Wait, no, that's not a good reaction. It should be a more... Oh. PED use? PED? Like, they use substances or something? Oh, steroids. Okay. Yeah, my guess is that, you know, like, Dwayne Johnson? Also, he doesn't have any sons. He has daughters. Probably because he used steroids too. I'll explain the context after I kind of finish with this draft. I need to probably check the 3D model real quick here. Oh, Ellis. I know. He wanted to have a daughter, but he only has sons. That poor bastard. My brothers also only have, like, one son each. And my older brother has 3 daughters, 1 son. My little brother now has 2 daughters and 1 son. So I think they kind of wanted to have a little, like, a balance. Like, they wanted, my older brother wanted 2 boys and 2 girls, but I guess the last one turned out to be a girl. It's like, well, my little nephew was so sad when he found out that it was a girl, another girl. He was, like, about to cry. He wanted a little brother so bad. Oh yeah, I always use Warriors for references. I think a lot of my hours are because I use this game for reference. The broken armor in this game are really tame. I was, like, pretty disappointed. Like, only Camilla's was, like, really good. And Lynn. And Corinne. Though Corinne just looks like she's wearing sports underwear, which is really plain. Poor Dabizu. Yeah, I used Three Houses for references too. But the character viewer in that game is kind of crap. Like, you can't really zoom in or get a good look at the characters, which is kind of annoying. I think that they were really trying to, like, you know, hide, like, thighs or whatever, you know, trying to be say-so, at the same time not. You can tell it's like, it looks very conflicted. I should try to draw Hinoka's hair more like how it looks in this game. Wow, Minecraft. So I will never play Minecraft. That's one thing I will never do. I think it's a waste of my time. Mainly because I don't want to waste all of my creative energy in something that won't benefit me. I'd rather put it towards something like this, I guess. Oh, I can't wait for 3 hopes. Okay, I think this is pretty solid now. I might change the expression later, but because it looks a little bit too cartoony or chibi-ish, so. I'm hungry now. I might have to go cook something for myself in a bit. After I finish with this. I need to draw like a somewhat lewd-ish thing here. So I guess I'll explain the context now for this comic. So the idea is that there is a support conversation between Hinoka and Ryoma in the game where he was sort of teasing Hinoka about wearing perfume and stuff. So in this comic, she smells like she's got a perfume on, right? And Ryoma kind of points it out. He's like, are you wearing perfume today? Or rather, something along those lines. And she's like, no. And then in the second panel, she's like, oh, that's weird. Everyone's been saying that I'm wearing perfume, but I didn't put any on. I don't get it. And then Elise shows up. She goes, oh, hello, basically. And she goes, I didn't know you wore the same perfume as Camilla or my big sister. It's nice that you two get along so well. And so in the fourth panel, this is where she realizes that, oh, that's probably where she got that smell. It's Camilla's perfume because they did naughty things the night before. Yeah, that's the idea. So I need to like mentally prepare myself to draw a tasteful picture after this. I'm probably gonna go get something to eat after I draw in Hinoka's expression. See, this is why I ship them. It's so easy to come up with content for them. It's very easy. This is why I ship them. They're so fun to work with. I can't draw comics of like pairings that just aren't fun, you know, to draw. If they're fun to draw, then I can just make a lot of stuff with them. This is also another reason why I really like Noir and Neptune too. Oh, I don't like drawing that kind of stuff, Dabizu, unless it's like intentionally supposed to be like a meme, like a reference. Yeah, the ship sails itself. I'm not doing this. It's doing it on its own. It's not my fault. Oh, okay, this is a better expression. She needs to look shocked and scared and embarrassed all at the same time. Oh, hello, Niao. And instead of having her mouth or hand by her mouth, I guess I'll have her hand on her head. Like, oh shit. That's right, I don't. They just write itself. I don't do anything. It just happens all on its own. Yeah, drawing lewd stuff takes a lot of mental energy because I really don't want them to look ugly, so it uses a lot of my mental energy to create them. Or just to brain them, I guess. I mean, for this, it's just gonna be a tiny little corner, but I still want it to look, you know, like tasteful, so. Then I haven't thought of what kind of position I was gonna draw. It was just like the ideas there, but I didn't quite come up with the thing yet. I guess this is good. Wait, her neck is right here, so that means her arm or body go like this, I guess. No, streaming doesn't actually take extra energy. It is tiring, but I usually, before streaming and all that stuff, I would actually do a lot of this with friends. But since so many friends are like we used to just do voice calls and draw streams together on Discord. But you know, everyone's been kind of busy. I don't know, and everyone's like different time zones, and whenever they want to do some draw streams together on Discord, I'm like, I'm not really up for it. So I guess streaming now is kinda just the same thing for me, except I do it by myself and you guys are here. Okay, I'm gonna do like a quick little doodle here, I guess, and then I'm gonna go and grab some food. But I'll try to be quick. I'm probably just gonna eat some leftovers from yesterday. I saw Gohan Taimu. I don't think I ate much yesterday, although I had too much rice. I'm trying to like decrease the amount of carbs I eat, so I'm avoiding eating my usual portion of rice. But I still can't eat food without rice. Like, I need my rice. How am I gonna go about this? Maybe I can just look up some random lesbian porn thing and just... Where can I find a good one? It shouldn't be too difficult. Well, a lot of this stuff is pretty boring. Oh wait, no, that's pretty interesting. Oh, I just go on Dumboru. I just go on Dumboru and Just type Yuri. And yeah, that's about it. But I think I got an idea. I'm just looking for, you know, inspiration. That's what I call it. It's research material. I mean, it's just gonna fit in this, like, little... I guess I'll just do, like, something like this, where she's like... I'm not looking at any reference for this, by the way. That's correct. Research material. I need to fit Camilla into this, but without, like, I guess without hiding her too much, because I want to show her, but this is why it takes a lot of mental energy, because it's like a battle plan. You have to plan everything out so it looks nice. You have to show enough of, like, the other character, and that's what makes it hard. To draw stuff like Yuri and Futa, I guess. Like, I want the focus on both the characters, not just, like, the one. Maybe I don't even have to draw this. Like, I can just draw, like, a nude Camilla. And she's just, like, looking down on her or something. This looks stupid, but it's what a draft is all about. I promise it'll look nice when I finalize it. I'll draw her legs like Maybe I'll draw her legs. Like this. Maybe not. I'm not gonna do it. It's just, it might be too much for this little, just for this little bit. I'll draw the more... That's better for something else. I still have to draw a cover for this whole thing I'm drawing here. Oh no, it won't be. I need to, I'll be quote-quote censoring her titties with her hair. So, that'll be hiding that. I'll be hiding stuff with, like, glows and stuff, so, yeah. It'll be okay. It's still safe enough. Or like, I can use speech bubbles too to hide them. Oh yeah, the Neptunian anime was pretty funny in certain moments, like the censorship bars. Yeah, that was a pretty funny episode. I feel like they could have done so much with the jokes in the anime, but the quality of the show was so shitty. Alright, I think my super rough draft, or my cleaner rough draft of my rough draft is basically done, so now I'm gonna do another draft on top of this draft. I'm gonna take a break. I'll put a little thing here. I should make a whole new, like, PNG to put BRB on my stream. Or rather... Okay. I'll be right back, guys. Okay. I'm back, but I'm back with food. What? Okay, I'm reading the chat. Thanks. Oh shit, she's back. Yep. Oh shit indeed. That's right. Run away. I'm gonna peg you all, that's what. Well, I've got my food here. Yeah. I don't think I can easily get rid of this strange little thing. I'll just have to eat this stuff. It's like a spice, but it's like whole and tiny. Oh, I was just reheating some leftovers. Yesterday they made like a bunch of food, so just eating whatever is left. What I'm eating is supposed to be like a noodle soup, but there's no noodle left. So I put rice in it. I went to pick up my food and they, for whatever reason, added something to my order. Oh no, did they charge you? That sucks. Ooh. I found a, spinal... or a disc. Spine disc. That's interesting in my soup. It's perfectly shaped. Oh wow, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, on the bright side, you get more food? Oh no. Alice and his stories again. I'll read it out loud if you type the whole thing out. Yeah, Alice. Tell us. Tell us your story. I'm eating anyway, so amuse me. Come on. Oh, I've never looked at my model while I'm eating before. Interesting. He didn't realize it was a higher dosage and had to be sent to the hospital because the blood flow was surging to his boner. Uh-oh. That's super bad. What do they do when that happens? Also, isn't Viagra for, like, people who can't get it up? You know? Or, what is it? Erectile dysfunction? Oh, wow. Damn, this shit is actually fucking good. No boner, no problem, guys. Just don't have boners. All of your problems will go away. What's the opposite of Viagra? Would that be like negative Viagra? Vasectomy. No, I think you can still get boners with a vasectomy. Yeah, negative Viagra. That's the anti-Viagra. Viagrant sounds more like it'll grant Viagra instead of can't. This is definitely gonna keep me alive for the next 10 hours. Viagrant story for the PSX. Oh, I suppose now is a good time to tell my spooky story. I'm eating food, so it's like comfy for me. This soup is good, Debizu. I mean, your jokes are good too. What? What is LT Neku talking about? Is that a real game? So, alright, so I told that story of my nightmare at 3 AM, right? So years later, I have moved past that, I think. Or at least I thought I did. I thought, I thought that maybe, you know, maybe it was just all in my head. Maybe I was just crazy. Maybe it was just that one day. Yeah, so I thought it was just that one day that I'm being a little paranoid about something that's kind of ridiculous, okay? And which it is, but so one day I decided I'm gonna go to bed at 3 AM. Not by choice, but because I was just tired. This is at least 5 years later. 5 years after that first incident. I see. So this is after that first incident. But during this time, I was having a series of nightmares anyway. Like, I kept getting nightmares, and I think it was all stress-induced, so I mean, I was working at a mortgage company, so I was in OL once. And I was also doing a lot of drawing for, I guess, for conventions and commissions and stuff, because I still wanted to be an artist. But it was hard to juggle both things. So I stayed up till like 3 AM once, and I thought, okay, I mean, what could go wrong? what could possibly go wrong at sleeping at a time like this? Like, there's no scientific explanation for there to be anything wrong at sleeping at 3 a.m. So I was just tired, and I decided, okay, I'm just gonna go to bed. I don't care if it's 3 a.m. I was tired, and I wasn't gonna wait. So I go to bed, and then I have a nightmare. Unsurprisingly. Yeah. So I had another nightmare, but this dream, let's just say that it definitely left an impression on me, in a different way than the first one did. The first one left like a physical impression, I think, where I woke up feeling like I ran 1,000 miles, but this one actually was a similar situation, but I didn't have the cold sweat, and I wasn't like weak to the bone or anything. This one gave me a fear of bathrooms for like a week. So the dream goes like this. I had this dream where I was visiting my brother and his wife at their new apartment. And this apartment place actually doesn't exist in real life at all. So yeah, they wanted me to visit. So I go and visit, and their new apartment has this pool, and it's a pretty nice big pool. As I was walking towards or past this pool towards my brother's apartment, I happened to run into one of my coworkers who has a young son who's like a toddler age. This is a real coworker that I know in real life. I thought, oh, it's nice to see her, or it was a coincidence to see her there because I didn't know she lived there too. So I greeted her, and that was it. I walked past her, and then I go and I run into my brother and his wife. They said that they were gonna go to the pool, so that I should go and get changed or something at their place, which is just, you know, down like a couple of apartment numbers down. So I go down, I go into their apartment, and nobody's home. Which is fine, because it was them two and their kids that were already outside. And I see that there is this there's this bathroom in the hallway. And I felt like, oh, I gotta take a shower, you know, before I go into the pool, because I don't know why I thought that, but I did. So I go into this bathroom to take my shower, but when I walked into this bathroom, it didn't look like it was even a part of the apartment. The apartment looked normal, but this bathroom looked like it came from like last century ago. It was very old and almost kind of rotten looking, and I thought maybe they just didn't clean it up or something. And the tub was like, it's not like modern day tubs, you know how they're modern. It looked kind of old school. And there is like a shower curtain that looks like it's got stains all over it. But I thought maybe this was just their bathroom, so I'm gonna have to use it to take my shower. When I got into the tub, I looked to the other side of this tub, and I saw all these empty beer cans just piled up for some reason behind this tub. I thought that was a little strange, and I thought maybe they should really clean this place up. But I had a really bad feeling come over me when I took my shower. So the water goes on, and I have the curtains closed, but, you know, I'm shampooing my hair, and when I opened my eyes, I saw that there was a figure on the other side of the curtain. There was a figure on the other side. This is like the worst fucking nightmare, even in person. So I saw a figure on the other side of the curtain, but it wasn't standing. It was like sitting on the toilet, and it was sitting on the toilet and facing down. And I was like, I didn't want to find out what I was gonna see when I was, you know, I mean, like, I think one of the worst things that can happen to anyone is, like, an intruder, like, comes into the bathroom while you're fucking naked. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, it's just, you're in a very vulnerable state, right? So it's pretty, like, scary. Yeah. It wasn't pooping. The toilet lid was closed. It wasn't pooping. I remember it was closed, so... Anyway, I had to pretend like it wasn't there, like I didn't notice that it was there. Because I thought maybe this is the way to go, because I've had past nightmares where I've had to deal with similar things. So, one thing that you can do is pretend like you don't even notice them, so that they think that they can't interact with you. So I thought maybe I should just pretend like I don't see it, I don't notice it. I took a deep breath when I was done with my shower. I don't know, I just removed that shower curtain, and it was there. It was this old lady, lots of hair, messy hair, and it was draping over her head so I couldn't see her face. She was just sitting there in this old ragged clothes and was unresponsive. And I pretended like I didn't see her at all. I don't see her. She's not there. I got, you know, dressed real quick, opened the bathroom door, but then a piece of paper fell. A piece of paper fell right by my foot. And I stood there for like a good 10 seconds, deciding if I should pick that paper up or not. And I picked it up. Damn it. I picked it up, but listen. So I pick it up as fast as I could and ran the fuck out of there, like, for my fucking life. I picked it up and ran out of the apartment, and I ran like if my life depended on it. And I saw my brother and his wife, and I was very happy to see them. They looked at me like, what is going on with you? And I explained to them that their bathroom is really creepy. And then they said they don't have a bathroom in the hallway. I was like, what? What? Then what just happened? Yeah. I mean, this is all in my dream, okay? And then I explained this to them, and they were like, we don't have a bathroom there. And then I have this piece of paper, which is like proof, I guess, that I was in that bathroom. I look at this little piece of paper. It looks a bit like a sticky note. Yeah. But it looks a little bit like a little map to something. Like there was a little X and a scribble, and like an arrow to this. There were like, it looked kind of like this apartment area, where there's a pool, and then there's like this little, like a little map. But yeah, so the strange thing was my brother told me that we couldn't go swimming anymore because they said something happened at the pool. And when I went to go check the pool, it wasn't blue anymore. It was like green and gross. And they said that people died in the pool. They don't know what happened, but the pool suddenly turned, like, gross. And they found bodies in the pool, and they removed those bodies. And 2 of those bodies turned out to be my coworker and her son. I was like, what? Holy shit. I mean, there was a lot of things going in my mind, so... Like, I didn't know what to make of any of this. Like, I don't know if there was a connection to what just happened to me and all that stuff. Yeah, there looked to be, like, this little map, a little X on this paper, and I wanted to find out what it was, but I was also afraid of... Yeah, this is a very vivid dream of mine. I never told this coworker about this dream. For good reason. This little X, actually, the map led to, like, a... Kind of like a... What are those rooms where you can control the water and stuff for the pool? That... The way this dream ended was a little normal, I think, that people just called the cops over and they checked the investigation and stuff, and they couldn't get that door to open to the pool room. They could barely get the door open, and there was this other little boy who could fit right into that door, like it barely opened, but they couldn't get it to open anymore because I think it was chained lock from the inside, but there was nobody inside. The little boy, the little boy was told to go in there to press that button, like a button in there, to drain the pool. But that boy was deathly afraid of going in there, and the cops didn't understand why he wouldn't go in. But when I looked inside, I saw something in there, and it wasn't... It's hard to describe what it was, but I saw something in there that looked kind of like, it didn't look safe to go in there. I would not send a little boy in that room. Something was in there, but the cops didn't see it. Like, they didn't... It was like only me and that kid could see it. That kid did not want to go in there. I told that kid that he doesn't have to go in there. Let the cops handle this. They'll find a way. Yeah, I think... I think this could be a pretty good horror, like, idea. I didn't come up with this willingly, okay? But, that's just how the dream ended. It ended right there. I stopped that kid from going in that room. That was, I guess, the only good thing that happened. And then after that, I woke up, and I really needed to use the bathroom. I didn't use the bathroom. I didn't use the bathroom. I held in my piss for like hours and I gotta go so bad. I didn't want to go in. And I needed to take a shower too. And I didn't want to take a shower. For a little while I can go into the bathroom. You know, like... I mean, I went, but I couldn't go in there without, like, having to call a friend and put them on, like, speaker and tell them to just keep talking to me while I use the bathroom. That's how I survived. So that confirms it for me. I was never gonna sleep at 3 AM ever again. No, I was done. Yeah, I needed somebody to go in the bathroom with me. I didn't really care who it was. Oh, I know, damn it. Yeah, it's like the worst nightmare. Even in real life, you close your eyes and then you wash that shampoo off and then you see a figure on the other side, like, oh shit. Ooh, my soup just got better. This is really good. So did you guys enjoy the story? Oh my god. Ellis. I have a story to tell about a blackout while I was taking a shower. Luckily, I bring my phone everywhere I go, so... Okay, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. It was a pretty creepy story. It's a very, very vivid dream for me. Alright, so one time, I was taking a shower, and there was a blackout. Yeah. That's the story. I'm just kidding. There was a blackout, and, I had my phone with me, thank god. It has, like, little, you know, little notification lights, so I knew exactly where it was, but it's, like, pitch black in there. As soon as the blackout happened, I immediately reached for my phone and turned it on. And then I turned on the flashlight and finished my shower. It wasn't too bad. And then after I was done with my shower, like, I pretty much, like, showered as fast as I could. And then I went to check on everybody else. This happened at night, too. I think there was a car accident, pretty close by, and they ran into, like, those boxes, I think, that has all the electricity generation. I'm not really sure how those work, but somebody drove into one of those and it killed the electricity for the whole block. Yeah, I mean, this is real life. It's not that scary. Dreams are scary. Oh, yeah, I agree, NC5 XP3. But I can't take a shower in the dark. I have to, like, see. I have to have light, so I turned on my phone and it was all good. Anyway, I need to hurry up and eat this. I do have other stories to tell. Although one of them I think is like, I think I can tell this one. Channel Zero? I've never heard of that. I'm eating too fast. Sorry. Made a bit of a mess on my face. I'll tell another story when I'm done eating and wash my dishes and stuff. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Portland is in Oregon. Anyways, back to this. Finally, drawing again. I better put this on the timestamp. Later. What is what? Debisu? The underground city? What? I've never heard of this. Oh, creatine. I asked the same question before. But I'm not like a... I'm not really... like... I don't know, like a muscle building nut, so I don't know. So we're not getting a buff Gep model. Probably not. Sorry. Ooh, that sounds pretty neat. Or really useful. Is that what creatine does? It helps redirect water to your muscles, making you less bloated and recover faster. Maybe I should get into muscle building too. I was actually really into it some years ago, but I don't do it no more. I do live in the mountains, so I guess I could do some running around here. Although it's a little... I get a little nervous being so alone out here. It's weird, I guess. I was thinking of doing that whole thing with the tires where you put a harness on and then you tie that harness to tires and you run around with it. I wanted to do something like that because we have a lot of large tires just kind of piled up on the property from the previous owner. I wanted to use them. My stepmom said she wanted to get rid of them, but I'm like, wait, please save 2 of them for me. She's like, what for? I'm like, for exercising. Oh, speaking of, I guess, exercising, I was wondering where you could even get a harness for something like that. I don't really know what kind of harness I could get. I mean, I want some suggestions here, because I'm not sure how to go about this. I really want to try it. Yeah, this is Festive Dancer Ryoma. I mentioned earlier in the stream that's the outfit I was gonna go with, because I didn't want to draw him in his armor getup. And Hinoka's just gonna basically be in her original outfit but without the armor. For the most part, like this part of Ryoma looks okay, but I need to kind of clear up this part here, his clothes and stuff. If only Ryoma looked like this in the original game. Just in his fabulous, casual self. Instead, he's in full lobster getup. He will attack in 25 turns. Thanks, Yurei. Someday I'll become swole. Again. And then I'll post pics of my gains. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. I'll keep my gains to myself. Get buff. Well, there are some more important things I want to invest in than like a workout set right now. For example, I really want to invest in respirators for the wildfire season, and probably need to get some more smoke filters. I need to prepare for the wildfire season. Oh, and I want to get a water pressure, or well, not water pressure, pressure washer. Sorry, for my parents. I got like a really nice weed whacker for my dad for his birthday. That's where all of those expenses are going to. It goes to things like my family. I spent a lot of my earnings last year, or a good chunk of my earnings last year, just on Christmas presents for all the kids and my little brother and sisters. Yeah, so this year I need to stop doing that so much. I need to save money for myself. Because I have shit I need to pay for, and if I can't get gifts for, you know, like my nieces and stuff for their birthdays, then I don't think I will. Not this year. Maybe for my one nephew. I have a favorite. He's a good boy. He's a good boy for now. I don't know how he's gonna turn out once puberty hits. I will unfavorite him when that happens. Wow, this Yurei getting thick thighs. Nephew 1 is my favorite. Nephew 2 is, he likes me, though. I'm his favorite. But he's not my favorite. I like both my nephews, actually. I have the most memories with those two. The girls, I didn't really spend much time with them when they were, like, smaller, I guess. Because, well, I don't know, like, they were into things like ponies and princesses, and I'm not into that. But, like, with the boys, though, they're playing with construction cars and things, and I can get more creative with that kind of stuff over like ponies and little dolls. So like with the boys, I could like play little NASCARs with them. That's a little more fun for me than playing with ponies. I think they also liked how, like, I guess I would make their imagination like seem more real than like than how they can make it. Like I add to it. I add to their little you know, destruction of little cars, I guess. Yeah, I'm just more... It's just easier to play along with the boys than it is with the girls. With the ponies and stuff, I'm like, I don't know. Can this one shoot laser beams out of its eyes? I usually ask the kids, like, what certain dolls can do in their minds so that I can work with their imagination instead of, like, you know, like I want to encourage them to be more imaginative, and I let them take charge in that, you know, instead of me just butting in and telling them exactly how things should be. It's their fantasy, their little imagination. Oh, I'm a super awesome aunt. Of course I am. Of course. Depizu, actually something similar had happened. So I had my I don't, there's no such like Hinoka figure, but I do have little charms, right? And I hang a Camilla charm with my Hinoka charm, and my nieces were looking at the charms and they were like, I guess they really like them because they're like cute. They're drawn by a friend of mine and she gave them to me for free, and that was pretty nice. But yeah, they saw that, and then they asked me who my favorite was. It was a tough question to answer. I said, oh, they're both my favorites. But, you know, I don't like them, like, separate. They have to be together. That's what I said. Because they're very, very close. There's also this one time when my 12-year-old sister, when she was like 4, she saw my Neptune Dakimakura. Yeah, that was an interesting day. I tried to explain to her that Neptune transforms into this one, and she becomes like really pretty and big. And then she asked me, so is she gonna transform now? And I'm like, I'm like, sure, if we flip her to this side. She's transforming right here, right like this. Although, now that I think about it, I've had that pillow for a long time. And Neptune has served her purpose in protecting children. We used that pillow to create something like a blockade to keep the babies from, you know, rolling off the bed. But they also like to just like sleep on it and stuff. My nephew, I used to use the body pillow to like I used to wrap it around him, and he liked to sort of wiggle in it. It was pretty cute. It didn't matter what was on the pillow. It was like, it's just a pillow to kids, you know? They don't give a fuck. It's a pillow. But yeah, she did her job. She protected children. Yeah, I used it a lot for, like, keeping the kids from falling off the bed and stuff, so. Ryuma's got a lot of hair. I'm looking at these references and he's got a lot of hair. They're not babies anymore, Dabizu. My little nephew that I drew as a little human blob back then, he's 5 now. He's got like arms and legs. I mean, he's always had arms and legs, but now they are actual arms and legs that he can use. That's also the same nephew who swallowed a penny. We don't know where he found the penny. It was probably... one of my nieces probably was playing with a coin. And he saw it and probably put it in his mouth. Yeah, time certainly flies. He's a big boy now. I got him like this construction set for Christmas. It's like... and it has that sand that's kind of like not sand. It sticks or whatever. It's like fake sand. And it comes with all these construction vehicles. And I wanted him to like... I got that so he can play his monster trucks on it too. And his other cars. It doesn't have to be with just a construction set, so... I know what that kid likes. I also know what my other nephew likes. He also likes construction stuff, but I think it's probably my older nephew's like influence on him. Yeah, kinetic sand, that's it. I feel like I was talking about something and then my mind just stopped. Oh. I guess that happens. Um, yeah, I didn't really have much to add to the kinetic sand. I got that just so that he could play with he can have fun playing with his monster trucks and creating little tire tracks and stuff on it. I never got to play with him using that, but because all I did was buy the gifts and then like had to go home. And we had to leave really early that day because there was going to be like a big storm that night, and I didn't want to drive into the mountains during a storm. That would suck. So we left before it got like really stormy. Also, I think I mentioned this on stream, but if I ever make it to the point where I can start membership streams, I want to do drawing request streams in those. Probably limit to like maybe do like raffles or whatever, and I'll take requests. I don't have any other ideas beyond that, though. But if I do them on YouTube, I can't draw any porn. So, it's still kind of like, I'm not sure if I want to do that on YouTube or Picardo. Also, I have no idea where we has been up to. The last thing she said to me was actually maybe like 2 days ago. She said she spent the past 3 days playing 13 Sentinels. She basically disappeared for like days, and now she's like disappeared again, so I don't know what she's doing. Don't know what she's up to. We is needed elsewhere. I can take care of things here. I need to make sure that this is consistent with the other. Huh. Interesting. Well, I guess now's a good time to tell more stories. Would you guys like to hear more? I have a lot of stories to tell. I'm gonna run out someday. I'm gonna run out very quickly, actually. Good morning, Victus. I'm about to tell a story. So, this story, actually it has a little bit more to do with, like, I don't know how to describe it without sounding stupid, but I cannot sleep without a light on because of reasons that I will explain. I can't sleep without a light on. A little light on. I mean, it has to be a little more than a little light. And it's all because of a series of nightmares that I kept getting. Anyways, this is how one of them goes. So when during this time of my life, I think I had a lot of stress building up, and I had a lot of stress, so I had a lot of these nightmares that kept occurring. So in this particular dream, it's not like there was anything that was, like, threatening to me, but I think it was more like my mind was a threat to myself. Like, it was threatening. It was like my mind was playing, like, horrible tricks on myself. So in this dream, I would wake up in my own room at night, and there's no light, but I would have my phone in my hand when I wake up. The phone is on, and I have some retro game on there, like, just think, I don't know, what is it, the Alien game or whatever. It's just think, there's like this retro game I have on there, and I'm playing it, and then 5 seconds later, the phone glitches out, and all of a sudden, I feel this very heavy feeling come over me. Like, it's a bad feeling, a heavy, dreadful feeling. And I feel like all of a sudden I'm not really in my own bedroom, even though it looks like it's my bedroom. I know that something is not right, so I get up from my bed, and the only way out, of course, is my bedroom door. And there is a light that goes all around the door, like if the hallway light is on. But I know that when I open that door, I'm not gonna see the hallway. But I don't know what it will be when I open that door. So I decide I'm going to have to open the door, so I do. And when I open that door, of course, it's not my hallway. Instead, it just leads to this extremely dark room, where I can faintly see on the other side of this room another door. But there is no floor in this room. It just leads to this dark abyss. And And I'm thinking, I have to reach that door somehow. The only thing I could think of, this is a dream, I am stupid, is I've gotta jump. There was no way, there was no other way. There was nowhere to go in my room. The only way out is through this door, and it leads to this room with no floor. So I thought, okay, I guess I'll jump. And so I do. I jump, and I'm thinking maybe there is a floor, but it's too dark to tell if there is a floor or not. But I thought maybe there could be a glass floor like in the video games. Of course, that wasn't the case, so I fall into the abyss, and then everything turns black. And as soon as everything turns black, I wake up again. In my room, with my phone in my hand. And I'm thinking, oh good, I'm awake. But I'm not. I knew I wasn't awake when the same exact thing happens again. My phone has a game that I'm playing on it, and then it glitches out again. And that's how I know I'm still asleep or in a dream that I can't get out of. And I know that the same thing's gonna happen again, or rather, I was hoping it wouldn't. I get out of my bed, and again, my door is closed, and there's a light all around it. And I knew that when I opened this door, it's probably gonna be the same thing. And of course it is. I open the door, there is no light, it's just that same room without a floor again. And again, I'm like, okay, maybe this time there's a glass floor or something. This is the only way out, so why wouldn't there be a glass floor? I don't know, my logic is kind of stupid. So, I decided, okay, I'm gonna jump again, and so I do. And of course, I fall to the abyss. It's like, okay. I fall, everything turns black, and then I wake up again, third time. But this time, the third time, I was aware enough, but I was a little too slow. I wake up again, phone is in my hands, that retro game is on, but I reacted a little faster this time. I get up and the first thing I thought of was, no, don't break, and then it breaks. As soon as that phone just glitches out, that's how I know that it's repeating it again. And I'm like, in my dream, I remember being so frustrated. I was like swearing left and right. Like, why is this happening? Why is this happening? Why can't I get out? And who is doing this to me? And then, of course, I get up and I see my bedroom door again with that light all around it. And I knew that when I opened that door, it's gonna be the same thing. And of course it is. And when I opened the door and I saw that same room again, I was mad. I was just very, very angry. I was very, very angry. Like, I think I was angry enough that it woke me up. Like, actually woke me up. I remember saying something like, I'm not gonna be playing this game anymore. So, I'm not gonna try again. And then I wake up. That's how that went. I wake up, but this time I wake up in my room again. I thought I was still dreaming, okay? I thought it was still a dream. I wake up, but this time my phone is off and it is in my hands. And I look around and there's no light around my door because it's nighttime and nobody's awake. So I thought, this is the fourth time. I need to be absolutely sure I'm awake. So I hit the wall and I hurt myself a little bit. Like I pinched myself, you know, all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'm fleshy. I think I'm real. I think this is the real world. But still, it felt like I was still dreaming. So I had to turn on the lights. Just to be absolutely sure I'm awake. That was the last dream I had that actually got me to start leaving a light on in my room. Because of a dream like that, it feels like you're trapped. Like you're in this loop and you can't get out of it. It's a nightmare in its own way. Yeah. It's not like your typical nightmare, I feel like. It's just such... It's like some mindfuckery. But I think it was about that time when I realized, or when I started to get really angry, that that it woke me up. I've had a dream where I was dreaming, okay? And then I wake up, but I'm in my bed. Except that I'm still dreaming. I hate that, so, that's why I sleep with the light on. It's a little indicator that I'm awake. That's all it is. So, I do sleep with a light on. I was working at a mortgage company during this time. Yeah, I've had these kind of dreams that just, they leave an impression on me like this. It got to the point where I felt like maybe I'm cursed. Maybe there's some evil ghost or whatever that has attached itself to me. I mean, like, I wasn't that paranoid, but I thought that was a more interesting explanation than, like, just stress, you know? I've never had a dream where I wake up in my own room where there's a light. Oh, if you've got any interesting ones, do tell. I'll read them out loud. I mean, I do have other stories to tell. Other creepy ones. I have plenty. I did mention one during Spooky Stream the other day that you might have missed when in the end of it. Okay. I was shot in the head when I woke up. I had a weird burning sensation where I was shot. Okay. Did you ever figure out what caused it? The burning sensation? Yeah, I probably missed it. I don't remember reading that. Oh, that's interesting then. Maybe something bit your head. I once dreamed a world where giraffes went extinct, and in the dream I was so sad that when I wake up, my cushion was all wet from me crying. Oh, you poor thing. Do you like giraffes? I'm just reading like Cyan's story. I thought giraffes were bastards, but I guess not. What animal isn't a bastard? That's really funny though. Oh, I guess since we're on the topic of dreams, I remember this is a dream that I had that wasn't like a nightmare or anything. It was just an interesting dream, but I never forgot it. I had a dream that I was like me and two accomplices, we were about to go break into this like huge mansion to like steal their super like fancy treasure or something that they were keeping in their mansion, right? Yeah, so we break into this house and everything was going perfectly fine. We were killing all the bodyguards and stuff. It was like some anime shit. While my two accomplices were like busy taking down like the bodyguards or whatever, they had me go into the room that had like this fancy thing that we're gonna steal. But there's this lady, the lady of this mansion, when she saw my face, she cried. Not because I was ugly or anything, but she cried like if, like she hadn't seen me for a long time. So I didn't know who this lady was. So she comes towards me with open arms and gives me a big, big hug. And she was saying something like, "Oh, you finally come home." Like, I was like, "What? What's going on here?" I guess apparently in this dream I was like, that's like that's where I was born or something. And I originally belonged to that family. I mean I'm assuming because there was no explanation in this dream. But yeah, this lady was giving me a nice big hug and it felt so fucking nice. Like it was so comfy. Like I felt so happy. It was such a happy, nice, warm feeling. And when I woke up, I was hugging my blanket. And I was like, I love my blanket. It's the best blanket in the world. Yeah, my blanket. Best blanket. Yeah, I felt so happy, like I was at peace, like nothing else mattered. And I was holding my blanket and it was so soft and comfy. I loved it. It's the best blanket. So that's a nice dream. I can have nice dreams too. I was an adult when I had this dream, okay? Isn't it good to know that I can have nice dreams and not just nightmares? I have had a lot of nightmares. I used to have, a series of nightmares that had the same ending. I mean, I guess I can tell it. In these dreams, they all had the same theme, but it's always like a different place. It involves being chased, being too weak, losing something, and ending in like, it always ended with 2 elevators. Always ended with elevators and yeah, being chased. Yeah, it was always those things, always. And I had a lot of these dreams. It was like I was being chased by something, and it's not always people, it's not always like a creature. I had this dream where the floor was falling. Where parts of the ground was just falling apart. And it was like something out of Catherine, I guess, where I had to climb these blocks. But it looked a lot more like Tetris blocks, that I had to climb up these blocks. So I had to be fast. And at the very top were like 2 elevators. One was already there and one was coming down. It always ended with 2 elevators, and I don't know why it was elevators. But I think they symbolize something. Losing something? Well, by losing something, it's like I either lose someone I cared about or I lose something that matters to me. That's what I mean. And being too weak to do anything about it. These dreams actually inspired me to work out a lot. This is actually how I had started working out back in those days when I was a little younger. Because I was tired of feeling so helpless and weak that I decided that I really have to be strong for myself. I hate my dreams. My dreams, man, they make me do things, I guess. They leave an impression on me, and I don't know if it's good or bad. I need to look at this Hinoka reference now. Oh wow, now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever drawn Hinoka like frontal like this. That's kind of interesting. Oh, let me read what NC5 has written. I had one dream where I was in primary school, and I remember running up to higher elevation because the air was slowly filling up with poison. But I got stopped at one point, where a set of doors were locked and the poison caught up to me. The weird thing was, years later I had this same dream again, but I was able to get past the doors, but it ended there. Then this happened the third and last time years later again, but progressed even further and I got to the highest point in the area before I woke up. That's pretty interesting. I think I had similar-ish themes. It's like 2 doors. Except that I never made any progression with my dreams. The elevators, like once I get in, I am extremely unsure of what's gonna happen when the door opens. And that's when I wake up, just before the door opens. I actually do not have a technique for waking up, because I never realize that I'm dreaming. Or maybe I kind of do, but I don't know how to deal with it. I just respond with anger, and then I wake up. Just do what Ellis does and punch the air or something. What does he do? I'm sorry, Ellis. All this talk about dreams makes me want to go back to sleep. I guess if I feel like sleepy again, I'll go and take a nap and then come back and do more stream. Dream talk, time to sleep. Yep. Like if I do get tired enough, then yeah, I'll just go sleep and then come back. It's 6:41 a.m. here. Oh, I finally get to draw this little goblin thing called Elise. I think I don't have to do the draft for this. I'll just leave her the way she is. And this Elise here is fine too. I'll leave her alone. Not goblin wobbly, I guess. Oh, okay, then I'll have to do this one. No, actually I can leave this alone too. Yeah, I think I can probably move on to the line art from here. Wait, no. No. I'll clean up maybe this one. This part. Wait a second, how the fuck does this outfit work? Oh, she's clearly wearing shorts under there. I'm trying to look up her butt, but I can't. She does have nice thighs. You know what I mean. I see. Anyways. I need to remember to turn off my Switch when I'm done drawing for the day. I left my Switch on for like 2 days. Completely forgetting that I had Fire Emblem Warriors still on. So one day I was like, or rather it was like this morning. No, it wouldn't be today anymore. Yesterday, I heard like this very loud fan noise. It was coming from my Switch. I was like, oh shit. Forgot it was still on. It sounds okay now. It's not overheating. Because I actually did turn it off for the day. I'm so glad I have this game. It would be extremely fucking difficult to draw any of these characters properly without it. Hey, that's not very nice. That's not a nice thing to call Camilla. Oh, that's cute. I didn't read those comics, but I think it might have come from the official comics. I'm gonna leave Hinoka's mouth out of this, just to see how this is gonna turn out. I want to draw a more Hinoka-like expression, so I'll leave that alone for now. Yeah, I agree. Face does have really good character designs. Gone to complete waste. I mean, I should stop saying that. It wasn't so bad. It wasn't. I'll just keep telling myself that. Yeah, it's that they tried to solve the game 3 times. Don't know why they thought that would be a good idea. They should fire the guy who suggested that. I don't know what kind of expression to draw on her, but I'll try to figure this out later. Like, I don't want such an exaggerated face on her, because I don't think she would make such an exaggerated face, but who knows. They didn't really elaborate on characters too much, so it's hard to kind of figure out what sort of expressions she would make. I want a more cuter expression, but I'll fix this up later. I left the stove on. Oh man, I know that feeling. Alright, Yurei. Thanks for dropping by. Was close. I had the canvas flipped. Almost drew her outfit wrong. Oh no! Fez, your first and only Fire Emblem game? Well, I really liked Awakening. That's on the 3DS. I would just say skip everything else and just play Three Houses. That's a pretty good one. The character designs are a little, honestly, they're a little bland to me, but like it's a pretty good game as far as Fire Emblem goes. Be smart to skip every single game. No, just play Three Houses. I think it's really good. The first impression I get from it, or I got from it when they were just like putting out like teasers and stuff, was that I was not gonna play it at all. But then I actually got it from, I got a free copy from a friend, and that's how I ended up playing Three Houses. Because he idiotically, I mean, assuming he's not watching this stream, or ever will, he accidentally pre-ordered the game twice. So he got 2 copies and he gave me the other one. Just play Three Houses if you have never played any other Fire Emblem game. Like, just skip every other one and just go straight into Three Houses. That one's pretty good. And then, if you liked Three Houses, you can then make your choice to play the other ones. Remember, Fire Emblem Three Houses is the 3rd Fire Emblem game. Yeah, alright. Should we make her smile? Like... Nope, she's just being a blob. I have to fix her disproportionate blobby face. Make it blobbier. Oh, speaking of potato, so my bird, today an amazing thing happened. Or one of the, or I suppose it's a milestone for our bird. I think he's been trying really hard to get his girlfriend to be unafraid of us. And today he made one step forward. She used to refuse to eat the food that we gave him. Used to. But today, he was looking for food, and so he comes to the house. Wasn't today, it was yesterday, sorry. He comes to the house, and my stepbrother, he comes in my room and asks me where I put the bird food. I told him I don't know where it is. Probably my dad knows, so he goes and gets the food. And then when I stepped out to grab something to eat, I saw that my bird and his girlfriend were eating the seeds that my stepbrother put out. And I was like, oh my god, that's so fucking cute. She has never eaten food that we put out for him. I mean, he would eat the food, but his girlfriend would not eat the food. But it was so cute watching them eat together. I was like, oh, they've actually, like, improved on their relationship. It was super duper cute. I'm so happy for him. I don't call him to the house anymore. He just comes on his own. And if he comes into the house, I try to get him back out because I know that his girlfriend's probably waiting for him. I don't think I have the final draft of this. That looks pretty okay as it is. That means I can just move it up here. And then the Elise's. It almost looks like a complete comic with all the bubbles now. Wow. I'm gonna save this. I might stop right here. I'm gonna probably take another nap. And then when I come back, I'll do the line art. I'm sure I can finish this today. I'm trying to imagine how I'm going to be doing this, how I'm gonna adjust the poses and stuff. That's why I'm just staring. That red-haired boy. I'll be being sarcastic. This is a red-haired tomboy. Where are the Jerry girls? Oh, she has abs. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. I see. I see. Okay. I'm taking mental notes. I'm just sort of fooling around right now. Ah yes, this outfit. This is the one with the camel toe. Yeah, it's just Fire Emblem. Just Fire Emblem. Up close, it looks really funny. Like, Tiki just looks like... she looks like a little brat throwing a tantrum. Oh, I use only Camilla in this game because she is so broken. She's very, very broken. All you need to do is fly around, dash X all day, and everything dies. It's so easy with her. That was how I cleared, like, everything in this game. But then I had to, like... Oh, what the? There's several different outfits. So there's her... God dragon outfit. Color dress. Like an idol outfit. Her broken outfit, which just looks kind of cute. The other broken outfit. Oh, her dragon form. And her other dragon form. Okay. Anyhow, that would be it for now. I'll be back maybe in an hour or two. I mean, I'll be streaming again later today, so I need a break. I'll be working consistently on this until I'm done. I don't know, she has like 2 dragon forms. There's a gold one and a white one. Whoops. Apparently there is no broken dragon form. So there's this one, the white one, and then the gold one. I don't know what the difference is. I think it's just a different appearance. But yeah, Tiki is super fucking cute. Maybe I can turn on my audio for the game so you guys can hear how cute she is. I don't know if you guys can hear that. But yeah, I'll turn that off now. Okay, well I can't hear it. I actually cannot hear it. The audio is a little weird that it's separate from what I hear. So it goes into the stream but not to me. I set it up that way so that I don't have to hear it. If I don't want to hear it. So anyways, thanks for watching. I'll be back soon. See you guys later, maybe in 2 hours. I'll start the line art the next time I start the stream. I'm actually very tired. Yeah, it's time for me to go back to sleep as well.